Many NFL players have been dubbed controversial due to their behavior off the field. While this has resulted in many players' NFL careers being cut short, as we've previously mentioned, we look at those players who were able to continue playing in the NFL despite multiple contentious times, or for those whose controversies seem to consume them after the NFL careers. Some may argue that the on-the-field accomplishments of the players listed below should be evaluated on their own merits. Others may claim that the league should have disciplined the players more severely for their contentious off-field behavior. Whatever your opinion, here are the top 5 most contentious NFL players of all time. At number 5, Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown was recently released by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after his latest acts, in which he removed his playing gear and left his game against the New York Jets. Were too much for the team. The wide receiver also spent time with the Pittsburgh Steelers as well as the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. During his career with the Bucs, he won a Super Bowl. He'd been to the Pro Bowl 7 times and led the league in receiving yards in 2014 and 2017. Off the field, his unorthodox lifestyle has gotten a lot of attention, even getting him in trouble with the authorities. He once flung items from his 14th floor apartment, hurting a minor. In 2019, he was penalized for exceeding the speed limit, and in 2019, he settled a misconduct allegation with his former trainer. He has a history of domestic violence and was accused with assaulting a truck driver. This season, he was also suspended from the league after it was discovered that he had falsified a vaccination certificate. At number 4, Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor is widely regarded as the finest NFL defender of all time. His MVP title in 1986 is the last ever granted to a defender. From 1981 to 1990, the former New York Giants linebacker won 2 Super Bowls and appeared in 10 consecutive Pro Bowls. He led the NFL in sacks, and in 1986 he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1999, his first year of eligibility. Many of his triumphs, however, were overshadowed by the shadows cast by various contentious actions he made off the field. Lawrence was embroiled in scandal even during his playing days, having been suspended by the league for drug misuse in 1988. Lawrence was arrested 3 times after retiring on drug-related offenses and was convicted in 2010 of having inappropriate conduct with a minor. At number 3, Ray Lewis. Red Lewis was another linebacker who was surrounded by controversy throughout his career. The Baltimore Ravens linebacker was regarded as one of the greatest players of his generation. He won the Super Bowl twice and was awarded MVP once. He appeared in 13 Pro Bowls and was named Defensive Player of the Year twice. And in his career, he led the league in tackles 3 times. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2018. Despite his great accomplishments, he seemed to be surrounded by controversy. His most notorious off-field participation was in the murder trial of 2 people following a Super Bowl party in 2000. There's still a lot of uncertainty around the case and what happened. For example, investigators never found the white suit Lewis was wearing at the time, nor did they uncover the blood of one of the victims in Lewis's limousine. Despite being charged, he was never convicted. However, the enormity of the situation must have weighed on his shoulders. The charges were eventually dropped in exchange for his evidence against 2 of the defendants in the case. At number 2, Michael Vick. While he was chosen first overall by the Atlanta Falcons in the 2001 draft, everyone thought he was going to be a superstar. Leaving aside the contentious conduct that we'll discuss later, he did not disappoint on the field. He is one of the league's top dual-threat quarterbacks, earning 4 Pro Bowl selections throughout the years. He was a member of the Atlanta Falcons, the Philadelphia Eagles, the New York Jets, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. But his life away from the field was tainted by his questionable decision to join a dogfighting ring. Following his conviction, he was sentenced to 21 months in federal prison. He tested positive for marijuana while on bail during the hearings. He returned to the NFL in 2009 with the Eagles after openly admitting his involvement in the harsh practice. He went on to earn Comeback Player of the Year in 2010. And at number 1, O.J. Simpson. No NFL athlete has had a more tumultuous life than O.J. Simpson. From 1969 to 1977, he was a running back with the Buffalo Bills after being selected first overall in the 1969 NFL-AFL draft. He spent the final 2 seasons of his career with the San Francisco 49ers. He appeared in 5 Pro Bowls, leading the league in rushing yards 4 times, and had the most touchdowns twice. But it's the contentious aspect of his life after retirement that made him most famous. He was charged with the murders of his ex-wife and a friend of hers. In criminal court, he was acquitted, but in civil court, he was convicted. He went bankrupt as a result of the later payout. This, however, was not the contentious conduct that landed him in jail. He was found guilty of robbery at gunpoint of a sports memorabilia dealer. He was sentenced to 33 years in prison with a 9-year release period, which he received in 2017. Well guys, thank you for making it to the end. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to Sport Utopia, and ring that bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.